All my respects for the succeeding to include your political courageous program, Mr. Wilders, within the guidelines of new government of Holland. I also wishes to thank and congratulate Mr. Statkevich. He is a friend and his friends for the realization of this historic event today in Berlin. As a guest who comes here today from Israel, the front line of the Europe defense, I express also, in the name of many friends from Israel, to you all my best blessings, sir. By analyzing briefly the development of the Islam in an historic perspective, we identify three waves of jihad, the Holy War. The first jihad wave began in the time of Muhammad in the 7th century and lasted until the 13th century. From the Arabian Peninsula, the first Islamic empire extended to the west and conquered large areas of northern Africa and southern Spain. Towards the east, it conquers Iran and large parts of Central Asia. The second wave of a jihad began in the 14th century, led by the Turkish World War Ottoman. By the 18th century, the Ottoman Empire had extended further into Eastern Europe, whereas its peak was the siege on Vienna, 1683. The second jihad wave ended with the downfall of the Ottoman Empire by the end of the First World War. The establishment, I will be short, don't worry. The establishment of the Islamic Republic of Iran by Ayatollah Khomeini in 1979 marks the beginning of the third wave of a jihad, which is happening today. Today, the ambitions of Iran President Ahmadinejad for the right to acquire nuclear capability and build nuclear bombs is posing an immediate threat to the existence of the entire world. It is well known that the range of the actual Iranian ballistic missiles is reaching already Central Europe today. As the world's most senior scientist of the Islamic and Oriental Studies, Professor Bernard Lewis, said already a few years ago, the future of the free world, especially Europe, is not promising. Islam could soon become a dominant force in Europe. The Muslims seems to be about to take over Europe. Is that what you, my European friends, need? Do you need that? Is that what you need? No. Soon, the only relevant question regarding Europe's future would be, will it be an Islamized Europe or Europeanized Islam? The growing trend of Islam in Europe today is of particular concern given the rising support within the Islamic world for extremist and terrorist movements. Europeans today are losing their own loyalties and their own self-confidence. Instead of showing respect to their own culture, Europeans tend to surrender on many issues with regards to Islam. The enlightened values which guided many European politicians in respect of political correctness and multiculturalism are laying the ground for irreversible damages. The conclusion, I'm going to finish, the conclusion of all that is clear and definite. I'm here to tell you, my friends, that by following the brave leadership of Mr. Wilders and Mr. Statkevich, you are on the right way. You are brave enough to say, something happened, oh, all right. You are brave enough to say what you have on your mind about the Islamic fundamentalism, and how do you plan to challenge it in your own countries. My only advice to you is, join your political forces and create a pan-European presence that will challenge the common threat posed by the Islam. Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me to this historic event. Thank you, and God bless you all.